Hidden in plain sight in Washington, D.C., the abandoned St. Elizabeth's Hospital stands as a chilling time capsule of America's troubled history with mental health care. Founded in 1855, the hospital was one of the nation's oldest psychiatric institutions, once a cutting-edge facility that housed some of the most notorious figures in American history, including John Hinckley Jr., the would-be assassin of President Reagan in 1981. What was once a beacon of innovation in mental health has since decayed, becoming a haunting, forgotten relic of a darker era. Join me as we step into the eerie ruins of St. Elizabeth's and uncover the twisted stories that still echo through its forgotten corridors. Let's explore. So because I know the autopsy theater is in this building, I'm going to assume this is one of the main medical buildings on this complex. So this is probably a lab in the basement level here. It's really gutted, so there's no real telling exactly what was here, really, in any of these rooms. Like, they're all extremely gutted. This was probably another lab. When I came here last year, we did not find the autopsy room. And I think, after just a few minutes, our luck is about to change this time around. Holy crap. This is amazing. Guys, look at this. There's a whole bunch of slides here, and some of them have stuff on it. I don't want to say this is like human remains or anything like that, but it may be. There may be bodily samples or something on this. I can see fingerprints and, again, stuff all over it. So without a doubt, this definitely is one of the best autopsy theaters I've personally ever seen. And as per usual, the morgue coolers are here. There's a dozen of them, so dead bodies is a very common thing here. So I'm not sure what the exact functionality of it was, but this right here was a contraption that would actually hang the bodies up. I don't know if it was before they were operated on the table here. I'm gonna assume it probably was, or if it was just to move them maybe, but I do know that this suspended bodies, so everything in here is completely left inside. And even the graffiti isn't too overbearing, and that was one concern I had because I know this place has been absolutely run through in the last couple of years. Obviously this is the track that these lights would run on, and they're super rusted, so they're not going anywhere. But I think it is kind of cool that at least we can move them a little bit. Unfortunately, oh, they do spin, so that's a plus. but I was hoping that they would. Oh, it does. It's very rusted. I guess it somewhat works. Just wanted to show you guys really quick, on the back of the theater, the autopsy theater, is the rest of the morgue, and you can kind of see the trays a little bit better that the bodies would have been rested in. Not very warming or pleasant, but as gruesome as it may sound, we are all going to end up like this one day. Even through all the trash, look how there's just a room just filled with rocks on the shelves. Literally nothing but rocks. Check this out, guys. I have no idea what this is. It says U.S. government property and Chateau de France. Huh. I think it's an alcohol vial of some sorts, actually. Look at, there's way more of them up here. All empty. But this is really cool. This room's kind of cool. Could have been another lab. I mean, this was a huge hospital, and obviously everything's a little displaced. But there was definitely labs, and this looks like one of them. That's a cool shot. This room is really cool. All natural decay, no graffiti. Nothing in here, but those windows and the vines are pretty cool. Alright, this room is gorgeous. I was not expecting this. Ooh, check this out. This is definitely the nicest room I've seen yet. It might be the nicest, but the floor is, well, crumbling puts it nicely. But the decay in here, look at that. Can't ask for much more. Alright, so it looks like that this is a mirror image of the other side. And there's another totally gorgeous room in here with beautiful decay next to no graffiti, just like the other one. This is what we came here for. I wanted to show you guys this vault that we found. This door is extremely thick, and you're not getting through that. And this was the dial, obviously. No idea what the password is. Someone actually tried to break it open, and I'll try and show you here. You can kind of see inside. There's nothing in there, literally at all. But that would have been cool to think about what would have been in here potentially. And you can see how well they're really trying to make sure no one is getting into that. This is really cool.
Man, watch out. Watch your noodle. Your noodle gets hit all the time. Alright, Luke, we'll get in this building.
Word.
Yeah, it's kind of broken on the side there.
All right, we're inside the second building. This one is massive, but by the looks of it, probably gutted. In the last building, the upstairs floors were in a little bit better condition. This nurse's station, I was going to say may have been a lab, but no, a nurse's station. I love the blue cabinets, that's so cool. How you guys doing?
We're just trying to find an alternate way to try to get in.
The other guys couldn't get in either. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this may have been a bird cage. Oftentimes, with mental institutions like this or mental hospitals, they would just take the patients and they would just leave them outside because it was deeply believed that the fresh air and the silence actually cured them. Ooh, there's a tub in here. Was this hydrotherapy? Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure this was a hydrotherapy tub. I was not expecting that. Ooh, another tub. Again, it's small, but I was not expecting this either. Alright, we're gonna head on up to the next floor. Dude, look how cool these elevators are. Holy. Look at that. That's so cool. It's not half bad. Alright, so it's too dark to really see them below, but I just wanted to point out these elevators with a decay on them. Look how cool these are. These are probably originally from the 1800s, so more than a year or two old. Ooh. Oh, this is an awesome room. Look at the tub and the tiling. I don't even know which one's cooler. Wow. Looks like some homeless people have been up here recently. And we are extremely visible now, so we have to be pretty careful. I think those are actually police officers out there. Okay. Those are actually police officers out there. Oops. You can actually see the cop car right out there. We gotta stay really low here, because again, there's a lot of people. Alright, I didn't want to say it till we got up here, but every floor is just a continuation of each other. It's all mirrored copy. So our goal is to get up there. When I came here last year, I did get up there, but I remember finding it was somewhat of a challenge, so that's where Lucas and I are going next. There's another tub in this room, and the walls have the same tiling, which I actually find really cool. I didn't touch it in the last one, but I thought it might be fake, but nah, that's real. It has this like translucent look to it, and it looks almost like an asylum, like a silent room or something. Definitely not a bathroom. There's the stairs. On the roof. We can get up even higher to that bell tower, but I can see everything even better now. Ow. Guys, so one thing I never really do on this channel is talk about old videos. Sometimes I reference places that I've been, but I never actually sit and talk about any old videos that I do or I've done. And this video, when I filmed this place about, I think it was a year and a half ago, it was my least favorite video I'd filmed. The production was terrible, the audio quality was, everything was terrible. We didn't even see the autopsy rooms. Apparently there's two, and we only saw one. Don't know about that, but didn't see any of that, literally nothing. It was like a 10-minute video, and I just knew I had to do a better job. New camera, new me, new Lucas. So we're here, and to be honest, I could not be any happier with how this has come out. I mean, it's a beautiful day, and we have so much more to go on this trip. So, anything to add?
Let's explore.
Let's freaking explore. Really quick, we're gonna go check out this building. When I came here the first time, we did not go in here, so I'm very curious to see if there's anything worth seeing in here. Guys, so we were exiting the last building that we were in, and we were only gonna pop in here for 5 seconds, and we heard a couple people. We thought they were the other dudes in our group. No. This guy actually knows me, and he sent me a DM literally just the other day right here asking about a spot, and I just wanted to show him on camera real quick because they're cool. And we're about to go over here. They're about to go find the autopsy theater, but I think this is just a pretty cool moment. All right, guys, so we just got to the last building where we just met the other guys, and I went back to look at the DM that the dude sent me, and he actually said, have you been to St. Elizabeth's, where we are right now, in the DM, and I met him in St. Elizabeth's. If that's not wacky and left to fate, then I really don't know what is, because that's weird. It's a weird entranceway. Very dark. This building is absolutely wrecked. I don't usually do outros, but I did just want to note before we close this video that this video is a little different because there wasn't a lot in the buildings in general. Like, we went in 3 or 4 buildings, and only one of them, 1.5 of them really had content. So, different kind of video. Lucas is trying to stab me. We're hungry. We're gonna go get out of here. We've got another really big spot to do tonight. Different video. Don't worry about it, but we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.